Hello my darlings, this is Maja broadcasting out the UK, and today's shave video is going to be with GFT trumpers, officers and gentlemen's. Yes, gentlemen's mug soap, and this is the refill. I've not actually seen one come in a mug. If you have, please comment below, I'd really be interested. And of course this is since 1875 and Mayfair and St James, London. This is what it comes in, and I'll open it up for you so that you can see. It comes packaged like this, really nice, and the puck looks like this, just a normal white puck. And I've taken here shavings off, and it's a typical English barber's scent. That's what it smells like. It's English barbershop scent, and it's really nice, really aromatic, not too spicy, has a hint of powderiness. Is really nice. Oh, and what did I want to say? I'm trying to find how many grams it is, because I know, oh, it's 56 grams, so 60 grams, more or less. So it's smaller than usual because it's a mug soap. They're normally around the 60 grams. So, and I'm using today my cream Scuttle, my Ivory Scuttle, and my Barberpole brush, and this is a DS Cosmetics Sinatra Linen one. I like this one specifically because it had the white bristles. So that's in there. I have in my Scuttle also a little bit of the soap and some water which is blooming the soap because it is a hard puck. The blade I am using today is on its third and last use, and that is Strike Max. And the razor I am using today is the open comb and closed comb dual razor from Edward X Jacob. Edward X Jacob, no S, and it's the Barberpole to make it fit properly. So let's get starting with the lathering. I nearly forgot what it was called, can you imagine that? And I will tell you a few things about, about the Barberpole. I thought maybe it's of interest to you. So I will just put my camera angle down. Here you go, whilst lathering. This is a synthetic knot, as you can obviously see. I have in here about 1.5 teaspoons of water. I didn't measure it, but it's a lot less than I used the other day. This is I think this is a 20 or 22 millimeter knot. It might be a 20, I'm not 100% sure. I will put it on the video. But as I said, I chose this over the black synthetics or even a badger because I like the white, it just looks clean. So let me say, so why is the Barberpole red, white and blue? I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but some of you might have. Well, let's talk about in the olden ages, well, let's say maybe 150 years ago, something around there, maybe a little bit. Don't count me out on the years, please, because I didn't research it that well. Anyway, one started using a Barberpole outside of the barbers because they also did minor operations and surgeries such as teeth pulling and bloodletting. Now, that is why we have red for blood, white for the bandages, and the shape of the barber pole is actually the stick they used for tourniqueting the arm, so that one could also get to the veins, which is blue, so that one can put either leeches on or for the bloodletting itself. So that is why it's red, white and blue. So obviously they cut the veins, they didn't cut the arteries. That would have been a disaster. Then the person would have been dead straight away. Well, not straight away, but very quick. Let's say it that way round. So that's why the shape of the barber pole is because of the tourniqueter pole or stick they used. Red for blood, white for bandages, and blue for the veins. Look, that's coming up nicely. Doesn't that look nice? And we're getting there. It's getting really, really creamy. This performs well, this little bar soap. Funny, not many people have used it, or I've not seen it on YouTube mentioned, or even on some of the Facebook groups, but it really is a lovely barber scent, very different to the American barber scent. So well worth giving it a try. What did I pay for the puck? I think the puck cost me, the whole puck cost me £8.50, something like that. Under £9, or just £9. No, it was under £9. I think it was between £8 and £8.50. I cannot exactly remember. So I think that's great. That's a good value, really. And as you can see, look at this lovely lather. It's mixing up. And I've not put any more soap into this at all. And I'm going rather slow because this is a high but narrow Scuttle. Vintage looking, fitting. This is how the vintage ones looked. They were narrow and somewhere in between a mug and something to warm your brushes and your razors on. So I'm just going to close my phone off for a second. Not that we get pippin noises. There we go. Right, I think we are now nearly there. The scent strength is on level 4 or 5. Good old GOF Trumper. And I think I'll leave it as that. Look at this, wonderful. Isn't that beautiful? Right, let me put this onto a broad spot. Oh, remember, I did show you this before. What you could do, of course, when you've got your puck, and if you have wet your puck, you can just put it on the lid for it to dry out. I think I've showed you this before, or if you prefer like that, doesn't really matter. The hole is there for aeration. Perfect. And if it is very drippy after, then you just put this on top of the Scuttle with your puck just to dry out like that, if you don't want to leave that on a basin surface. Right, let's get into it then. I'm going to take my glasses off. Here we go, wet my face. And the strike max is medium to sharp. And especially in this DE89. I've got a sore there. It's sore, I don't know why. Anyway, can't see it. Oh, this smells so nice. It's lovely when you rediscover a soap that you've had for a while and not used. The brush is super soft, by the way, and has quite a bit of backbone. Sort of in between. It has backbone, but it still is soft. Displays easy. But even to my sensitive skin, I could do a face lather with this, but I'm a painter. I prefer painting. Before I move on, hello Jill, please get in contact. I'm worried about you, girl. You've been unwell and I've not heard from you for ages. You haven't replied to my email, so that's making me feel even more worried. So just get in contact, please, girl. Here we go. If anyone's heard of Jill, please comment below. Right, let's go with the grain. I'm using the closed comb side. Phenomenal blade feedback, as you most probably can hear. It's a good blade, this strike. I'm just going to go straight. I'm not going to wash my face in between. See if that makes any difference, actually. Not done it this way intentionally before, but let's have a go. See if it makes a difference to the lathering. I feel it's actually getting a bit thicker, don't you think? Well, now I've got half of my nose. Right, across the grain, still on the closed comb. I'm not going to be using the open side today. That was my hair. This razor, if you want it, you can get it on eBay. I think you can get it elsewhere as well. It costs, depending on the day and who's got it, between £5 and £6 shipped. So, of good value. Very good value, and it works as a nice weight to it. It feels quality, actually. Something has just jumped into my mind because I was just, while standing there, reflecting on my first razor and my first brush that I bought, which was the Kent wooden handle, was a ball brush. I knew early on I wanted to see if I could sort of specialize. If I say specialize, as in use as much English product as I could. That's why I got the Kent. And as you know, I still have the handle, the wooden handle. And if you look back to my earliest videos, you'll see it has the bore in it. Bore knot. 30mm. $30mm bore knot. I just couldn't get on with that knot. It sort of would not break in at all, and I did all sorts of things. No, it did break in, but not to the level of softness that was good for my skin. So in the end, what I did is I put the mother lode knot into it. Oh, that feels great. And the scent was absolutely fantastic. I'll just show you this one. This was the handle. It had the Kent symbol and the appointed by Her Majesty symbol on it as well. But the knot itself was just horrible. So I replaced it with the mother lode knot. I still like this a lot, and I use it quite a lot off camera. When I feel like a little bit of a treat, because it feels almost like butterfly wings on your skin. And it actually lathers up fantastic and holds a lot of lather. Talking of lather, look, I've still got loads left, and I've only used a small amount of soap. So that's my 3 passes. I'm not going to do more. It's baby bottom smooth. And there's the razor. I just want to give you a close-up of the razor. And you see it's wrapped. So it's nothing expensive, but at that price, what do you expect? And it does have the join here. But hey, I think it still looks pretty. Okay, let's put some aloe first on. And getting back to the brushes, because I was thinking of brushes, let's get to what I was going to say, is that as a beginner, I should not have used, well, I made it difficult for myself. First, my first soap was Mitchell's Wool Fat, right? Everybody knows about the fat. But I didn't think about that. I just thought English company, yeah, sounds like all natural, good, buy that. And the same I thought about the brush. And turned out to buy a misbuy. I got on with the Mitchells actually okay after 2 or 3 practices, but that brush, so as a beginner, if you're a beginner, I would suggest do not jump into any kind of natural hair. It really takes quite a bit of practice, also with how much water you put in, and when they're not broken in, you're going to feel so disheartened. As you saw in my previous video with the Floris. The Badger brush I used, which was the Galaxy, it's not broken in, so you can't really judge the water amount because the bristles are still getting used to it. Same happens with the boar, and you'll just be, you know, super frustrated because you can't tell whether it's broken in properly or not, or whether it's the brush itself, or whether it's the quality of the bristles. So just get yourself a synthetic to start off with. I suggest either something like I've shown you here, or the one you feel very comfortable with, and I'm now just talking about the knot, right? It's the Plus Soft knot or Plisson knot. They are lather monsters, no matter what size you choose, and they always work. They dry quick. It has many, many, many advantages. The size of knot, I'm thinking, depending on whether you're going to be using a mug, a bowl or a scuttle. If you're using a mug, I'd go for 20 or 22, maximum a 24 millimeter knot. If you're using a scuttle or a bowl, you can go 24 or 26 or any of below, so up to maybe a 26. If you've got a really wide bowl like mine are, my salad bowls especially, then you can even think about getting a 28, 30 or even the 34. Just want to show you once more a difference. Let me get a 22 out. I've got a 22. I have got a 20. Here we go. That's a 20. And this is the Hulk, which is a 34. I just want to show you. So this is a 20. This is a 22. Okay, can you see the difference? And this is a 34. So you can see the huge difference. Now, let's just show you the 30. And this was a 28. Okay, so you can see, and a lot of them, once they get wet, they do also splay a bit more and they fluff up a bit more. So you do need the space in the bowl to actually not have all the lather go out of it everywhere. So you need a bit of working space is what I'm trying to say. So to finish this off, beautiful scent. It's actually still lingering a little bit, which is really nice. I'm going to finish this off with the Forever Aloe Gentleman's Pride non-alcoholic aftershave, non-alcoholic, what am I thinking about? No alcohol aftershave balm. Non-alcoholic. I don't think anyone actually drinks aftershave unless you've got a serious problem. Here we go. And that just finishes it off just beautifully. It moisturizes, soothes the skin if you might have a little bit of irritation, has a lovely scent, and just finishes that off so that you feel like, well, like Jack the Lad. So, off to town now, Friday night. Yeah, those days I think are over now with the COVID and everything that's been happening. I don't know where it's going to be going, but anyway, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you with a Blades Bling this weekend. Missing you already. Thank you for coming by. Every one of you is appreciated, and what would I do without you? I enjoyed so much more when you're here. See you later. Bye bye.